Good morning. We have going on from yesterday. We've got the ballon fitted. So today we are going to connect the water and the electric. So we're going to start by attaching everything to the bottom of the tank, and once we've done that, I'll talk you through what each individual device does once it's already on the tank, so you can see how it's supposed to be laid out. So let's fit that and I'll come back to you. Behind you underneath.
Okay.
So the brass bit and the copper bit goes onto the end of the thing you just put in.
Looked at the have we looked at the short yet?
Which one?
The one filming the tractor.
I haven't sent it yet.
No, I mean, have you looked at it? What we filmed?
No, not yet.
That's good.
Why?
That's really good.
Oh, it's good. Alright,
Yeah.
so I said, oh, that's good.
No, it is really good.
Okay, so we just put the expansion vessel there. We need that because when this tank heats up, the water expands, and if it's got nowhere to go, it increases the pressure in your system, and this security valve here tends to leak, so you get a constant drip while it's heating up. So we put this in to absorb the pressure, and hopefully you won't get any water coming out the bottom of the ballon.
So what's inside it?
Is a membrane. It's pressurized to 1.5 bar, and that compresses as the pressure in the cylinder increases, and then inflates again when it's not. It just stops leaks really from down there and absorbs the pressure.
Good.
Yeah. So it also increases the life of your ballon as well, because I've got this system at mine and no expansion vessel, and my ballon has now started leaking around here, and that's simply because of the increase in pressure over time. Every night, every time, eventually the seals give way. If you put this in, it's going to last a lot longer.
So I was just going to ask if they're a requirement, but they're clearly not.
That's a good question, whether it's a requirement. Probably fits into a norm or a regulation somewhere, but I would always fit them for the price they are. I think that was about, I don't know,
50.
with everything is about 50 euros.
50, 60 euros, yeah.
It's worth it, really. They can go faulty, but they're easy to replace if you need to. So that's that. So we've put most of the fittings on now in just hand tight. So we're going to arrange it all so it looks nice, and we can get the pipes in, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll put tape on, seal it all up, tighten up all the washers, and then we'll go downstairs and connect it up. Okay, let's have a look. So this isn't quite straight because it's not crimped up yet, and it will be eventually. So there we go. So we've got the cold in from downstairs, and that also goes off to the thermostatic valve, the cold inlet, which is F. The hot from the tank comes into the thermostat and then out, and this is the hot out, this top pipe, which goes all the way downstairs to connect to the hot of the house. The cold coming in also goes into this group, the security, that's not exactly how they say it anyway, which fills the hot water tank through here. And we also have the expansion tank connected there as well. This is all fitted exactly as the diagram shows in the information for the ballon, the expansion tank, and this. So we've done it exactly the same. The only thing we haven't done is use flexibles from here or here. We've used proper pipe here and here, which looks better and decreases the amount of fittings we've got. So apart from that, all we need to do now is we need to tape and washer the joints. This is a tape only. All these have their own washers inside. This has got a washer. Everything's got a washer apart from this joint here. Yeah, everything else is washered, so that's the joint we need to keep an eye on when we do it. Right, so this is the only, just turn it around a second. That's it, so I can see the joint. So we marked where the joint is going to be, and then this is the only one where there's no washer involved, so it's 2 threads. So we've used this stuff, and it is brilliant. It's way better than PTFE, but it's a lot thicker, so you've got to use a lot less. So we'll see when we pipe this up if that works. So now we're going to connect all the other ones up that have a washer, and each time we've connected up a joint, we're going to put a dot with a felt tip pen to make sure that everything's tightened up. It's a good tip. The sunshine. Wow, amazing. 18 degrees in February. That's what I'm talking about. Look at the sky as well. I fear I was a bit early on the beginning of the last video saying it's raining. It's super sunny, really warm. It's lovely. Really nice. So the ballon is connected upstairs. So we're going to have some lunch, and then in the afternoon we're going to put the waste pipe in and connect it up downstairs, and then test it. Then we'll heat it up, check everything's working. Tomorrow we're going to start decommissioning the old system, which will be quite interesting because it's not normal. Yeah, a lot of strange things going on there which you'll quite like, so stay tuned. So we're just about to put the drain in for the ballon, 32mm solid weld. So we want to bring it down with the pipes that we already had in there. So we are going to cut a hole in the shelf and run the pipe in front of this all the way to there, and then just see, go across there and out. I think that's the neatest way of doing it, to be honest. We've looked at all other angles, and this causes the least disturbance. End of the day, what have we achieved today? All the plumbing is done. You've done the waste pipe today for the expansion, which we'll show you in a second. I've done the hot and cold supply in, which I've just shown you down there, which goes under there, behind the bin. As before, out there, up to the tank. So as we speak, there could be a comedy moment here if it leaks. We're right underneath it, aren't we?
Dripping on our heads.
Nice and slow. So we're just charging it up now, but we have the other cylinder still connected in the other side of the house. So we're going to pressure test it overnight, and then tomorrow disconnect the old one and feed the electrics to the new one, and that's the water tank done. After that, we're onto the radiators. So it's pretty good. Let me just show you quickly where the waste from the expansion overflow goes to. Group to security, so it's over pressure or temperature, the water goes in there, down the grey pipe, downstairs. Nice neat job by Colin, it's all clipped, looks lovely. We've tested that, as you can see, that all works fine. So for this video, that's it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. This is the last day. So we left it pressurised last night, no problems. Still using the old cylinder this morning for showers. So we're going to do the swap over today. First things first, get the electric connected to the cylinder. So that's pretty straightforward. Colin is upstairs with the ballon. He's going to poke down some cable there, hopefully. We're going to bring it down and into the top of the fuse box. Or actually probably round and down for now. And I'll tell you why when we get there. In the grey conduit, the live, neutral and earth single phase from the water heater comes into the fuse box on the side. Now normally, or what we're going to do is we're going to put a contactor, fuse, a contactor and a timer on the board. The problem is we can't get any matching MCBs or contactors or anything that will match this make in the DIY store. So it's all mail order only, but obviously we want to carry on. So what I've done is temporarily I fitted a timer. So this is available on Amazon, and it can switch up to 3,300 watts. So the hot water cylinder is 2,200. While I was down there doing the stuff downstairs, Colin's put the cable in and clipped it to the wall at the back. That's where it comes up from below. I screwed the top on. Anyway, it goes up the back there and into here. So let's have a look. We have, I'll show you, this is the heating element in here, or the connection to the heating element, which is behind this. I have done a video on this, what's inside there. Have a look at that, I'll show you. So here we go, we've got live and neutral in from our cable, which is clamped over there, and then an earth connection here. This is the thermostat. So this tells the temperature inside the tank and allows the power to flow through and come up into the element if it's below a certain temperature. So we've got power to the timer. So this has a handy feature, we can do 2 hours boost 2. So it's on. So we check and see now. Well, that's flashing quite a lot, so we can see. But there we go. We can tell it's working because it's taking over 2000 watts, so that's the heater heating up. So we'll let that run for 2 hours, check that the water's getting warm, and then I'll set it on timer for overnight, every night for, I reckon we'll start with 3 hours and then we'll go from there. So, the last thing to do, we've got to empty this, which we'll do soon, but we're going to disconnect all this because we're mainly interested in disconnecting the pump because it's red hot. It's been running empty for a year, maybe something like that.
Well,
So,
fair play to it.
yeah, it's still running. We just want to stop that, and then yeah, that's it really. Right, so we've opened this up and disconnected what was the connection there, which goes to the thermostat for the hot water, which we no longer need. That has got nothing to do with this. Instead, all the cables going to this thermostat, which we think there's two actual thermostats. This one, which displays the temperature downstairs, and this one we think turns the pump on and off when to circulate through the hot water cylinder. But we're looking downstairs now for a white cable, medium sized black one and a small sized black one, so we might find those. They go down there with the control panel. Let's get into this and see what we can find. It's dead. Turned out it was the left hand, this one here. So we'll take the fuse out, disconnect this wire completely. We'll remove these cables here and try and pull everything into the loft, and that should be it for that. Done. There we go, all the electronics out, pump disconnected. So we've only got that one cable left now, which was for the immersion heater, thermostat for the tank, for the main boiler. But we'll disconnect that downstairs when we put the new controller in. That's it. So all we've got left really to do now is drain this off. In order to do that, we're going to open this fitting here, stick a hose pipe in all the way down and out, and then as a treat, really good treat, Colin is going to use his little camera and we'll have a look inside and see what it looks like, which will be quite interesting, I think. So we're just draining off the old hot water tank, just so they don't have 200 litres of water in the ceiling for no reason. It's all drained off, so that's us done. There's still some in there, but we'll see how much in a minute, because Colin's gonna stick a camera in. That's it. So we could see one coil here, the top coil, which was from the boiler. This long thing sticking in is the anode, and then I'm assuming, oh sorry, this is the anode protection, this is the immersion heater, and then at the bottom you can see another coil, which was the coil for the solar system. So this top coil was the only bit heating the water, and this yeah, see if we can go a bit lower and have a look. Oh, that's cool. I think the one thing you do notice about this has been in for many years, and there's very little calcification.
Yeah,
so
the softest water in the world, eh?
Yeah, soft water for sure. My goodness, I've seen these a third full, but this is pretty clean inside, pretty good. That. So the only thing left to do now is check the water in the showers in the morning, and that's it done for the installation of the water heater. Oh look, would you believe it? Look at the lid.
Less chance of flaming death. This is like something out of a caper movie, isn't it? Like we're doing a bank heist.